Hello, welcome everyone. This is my first live on my page. I've done around 5 or 6 lives with a lot of bloggers, some great doctors on their pages. But today is special because today is the first one on our Elegance page. And that's why we've also chosen a very special person to do it with. Dr. Namrata, she's a personal friend and she is an excellent cosmetic dentist. We both have our private practices in Bandra. She has a dental clinic called as The Smilist, and though she's a cosmetic dentist, she does everything under one roof. So pediatric dentistry, ortho, everything, endodontics. She has experts coming in for everything under her guidance, and it's a lovely place. You'd love to go there. So today we are going to join with Dr. Namrata, and we are going to discuss. I'm just waiting for a few more followers before I add her in. We are going to talk about something which is very dear to us. We are going to talk about a makeover for some of you ladies. So we are going to divide you all into 3 groups. One are the young girls who are yet to get married and are looking for a makeover of sorts. One for the mommies like us who have either completed their family or have finished with the first child and want to get back to the pre-pregnancy look. And the third group of women who've just been busy setting up their careers, homes. They may be married, not married, but they now want to concentrate on themselves and look their very best. So we are here for you. I'll add Dr. Namrata and then we'll go ahead from there. Just waiting for her.
Hi,
Hi, welcome.
how are you?
I'm great.
How's it going? All set to resume now?
Yes, now we've we're doing teleconsult. We've been on same as you, and for dermatology, teleconsult work beautifully because we can really help the patient out,
Right,
and without
right.
them having to take any risk in this environment. But we're missing
Correct.
the procedures and the
I know.
person connect with our patients.
I think that would still take a little while though till,
So we're
the
starting
procedures
twice a
actually
week
start.
for starting twice a week for our patients who've been on monthly treatments, especially so
Yeah,
that we don't miss out more with all
right.
sanitization and all precautions. You're planning to start as well?
So, we're sort of planning to phase it in, just emergencies, very few patients a day. Starting off with a teleconsult and then explaining to the patient whether, it is necessary to come in or no. And
Absolutely.
following that up by maybe just quick emergencies, huge number of protocols we need to follow because to keep everyone's, we're a very very high risk profession.
Of course,
So
dental is most at risk because you're dealing directly with the oral cavity.
exactly, there isn't that distance that we can keep. There's aerosol dispersion, there's a bunch of things that even the patients, are getting aware slowly. So we're telling them to come in only and only if it is
Medical
required.
emergency, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Absolutely. Otherwise, you're available as well for teleconsult and our patients.
Absolutely. And a lot of things can be managed with medication and, deferred till a later stage. It
Most of
need
the
not
people are using
necessarily.
the Google and WhatsApp now, so if you have a doctor's advice, I'm sure you can manage back home.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like, and also plus keeping the history in mind, the history is as intensively taken, as it would be at the clinic. So there's no difference between any of that.
Absolutely.
So all
Absolutely.
of that needs to be, taken into
And
consideration
then
and
you can
then the
guide them much
medication is
better if they
given.
need to come.
Yes,
And you tell them,
absolutely.
then they can come instead of just
Yes.
coming, and unnecessarily taking a risk.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I think it's still going to be a while since when we can start off with regular procedures, or since patients can come in for their cosmetic work and other enhancements. So we also thought
You
it's a
can always
great time.
plan in advance, so the guides are helping
Absolutely.
us to do that. Yeah.
The idea is to sort of spend this time to understand the procedures that are available to you, to understand what your requirements are, to get the consulting at the comfort of your home. And once things start getting safer and better, you can always execute that and save the appointment with getting a teleconsult.
Even later, when hopefully things get okay, this is not a bad idea, to continue with teleconsults as well, because it actually saves the patient time and energy of coming in too if it is not needed, and we can help
Absolutely.
people in the same time.
True, and what ends up happening is because we're so traffic ridden as a city on a normal day, right? For people who don't want to traverse that distance, also, it's so much easier for them.
The convenience.
Like I said, you end up saving an appointment. We know what to prep for when you come in. So, teleconsults, I feel, are here to stay. Hi, Vinny. Hi, Radhika. I see a lot of our friends have joined in.
So I was just telling them before you joined in that we'll be dealing
Yeah.
with mainly 3 groups of women today. So
Yeah.
because of the quarantine, a lot of weddings have got cancelled or pushed
Yes.
forward. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very sad in a way because you're looking forward and you're planning with the date in mind. But it's
Correct.
also good that they're getting some more time to work on themselves to look even better on the D-Day. So
Yeah,
I mean, we
definitely.
should take the positive out of it. So for those brides who are, either pushed forward or were scheduled to get married maybe by the end of the year.
Yes. Yes.
Also the moms, the new moms who have just like finished a year after their pregnancy, or maybe they've just completed their families. Like I've got 3 kids, so
Yes, of
I
course.
hope I've completed my family.
They're the
So
cutest. We've
yeah.
met them. We've
So
had a
let's just
great
say
time.
that many of them want to now get back to their pre-pregnancy look, and or even maybe look better now. This is the
Of
time
course.
to shine because it's all our time. So how
Yeah.
we can help them, and even those people who are not married or not related to kids or anything, but they want to now work on themselves because this is an age where our teeth are changing, our skin, hair, everything is now suddenly changing, and age will start showing
Correct.
soon.
Correct.
If we start looking after ourselves now, we can have like a makeover and actually look the best version of ourselves.
I agree. And that's the thing. So I feel like today, uh, holistic care, as we call it, is not just your teeth, your smile. It's your skin. I call it, we call it complete wellness, right? Today. When
Absolutely.
we work together also, it's always the idea that every aspect of self-care should be, addressed, whether it's nutrition, whether it's skin, whether it's hair, you need to, and then your smile. So I think everything comes together and each part plays a very important role. So, which is why I think, we need to discuss the cohesion of both streams today so people can understand how they can, plan this end to end. And, because I have a lot of patients who will, when I click the smile pictures, right, I'm clicking close up pictures or they've got some aesthetic work done. But then they'll be like, okay, well, but I see some dryness, or can you take another picture because I see certain pigmentation or freckles or something. And I always say that, always get a consult simultaneously so you can take care of everything and then get a maintenance protocol as well. So
Absolutely.
working together is something that is going to be very beneficial for all the patients too.
Definitely. Because when the first appearance, when you actually look at a person when they come in, you notice the
Yeah.
skin, you notice the hair, and you notice
Yes.
the smile. And that, just finishes it for you. These 3 things are so important. And the first
Absolutely.
impression does go a long way, whether it's a
Yes.
job interview or it's a wedding, or even if you go to your child's school. There's so many
Absolutely.
things. You feel confident, it's not
The
like
thing
you're
is, we
jumping.
are a very aesthetically driven society. It's something that we have to accept, and it's something that, today is very achievable. You don't even need to do
Absolutely.
very intense procedures. I always say that. You don't need to do always a lot to, achieve, but you need to start maintaining a routine. I feel that's more important. Your biannual consults, your maintenance your follow-ups, because see, the weather changes for skin. At least I know that weather changes, a lot of things change with that.
Absolutely.
um you know
Get
Pregnancy.
every season.
Exactly. Then pregnancy affects skin, if it affects your gums, it affects your teeth. So, there are a lot of these different aspects or different stages of life where you need to also reconnect with your practitioners and understand accordingly. So you always, like I say, it's not always, more aesthetic. Sometimes, like we're calling quarantine the period of self-love and self-care, because you have
I
the
mean, if
time
you
to
look
give to
good, you have
yourself.
to just feel good. And if you feel good, you
Absolutely.
feel good. It's a two-way thing. So if you're internally
Absolutely.
healthy, if your nutrition is good, your diet is good, you're taking internal supplements, which we always, tell our patients, right,
Yes.
good time before the actual date when you want to look a certain way. It actually
Right.
heals your skin and your hair from within. And then, of course, if you're looking good outside, you feel better. You feel more energetic, you feel younger, and you feel like you
Absolutely.
can achieve so much more.
Absolutely. That's the thing. So, it's very important for everyone to understand how, we work together and how it's very important at every stage. So should we just start off with,
Yeah, let's do that. So I'll start off with five things that change in the skin, or because of
yes.
which you don't look like, you don't feel like you're looking as good as maybe you thought you would.
Yeah.
So acne is very common. Not everybody has it, but the people who do have acne, they are absolutely frustrated of it. It can
Yes.
even lead to depression in some cases when it's really bad, because there's constant that nodular cystic acne. It's oozing. Sometimes by this age it goes off. There it
Yeah.
could be an adult onset, or it could be
Yeah.
that adolescent teenage acne, but it goes leaving marks and scars.
Yes.
So, they might have a beautiful smile, some of them nice
Yeah.
hair, but they've got pits on their entire cheek.
Yeah. And what do you recommend for the marks? Because I know that active acne, whether it's adult, I've seen it in adults as well. I've battled with a lot of adolescent acne myself. So, what do you recommend for the marks that have been left?
So, see, there's a lot that can be done in this case. Some of them still get acne, or some girls, they get 2, 3 pimples just before their period, premenstrual flare. But the
Yes.
issue with the premenstrual flare is that it's still a big pus-filled nodular acne. It's not just a
Yes.
comedone or two, and that can
Yeah.
still scar.
Right.
And
So how
sometimes
can they so how
develop
can they help
habits
with the what helps with the scars?
to pick it. Now,
Yeah.
most of the don't pick it because we've been telling them, repeatedly. Just a second. So most of them now don't pick it. They've
Yeah.
understood they don't do it. But the ones who are still doing it, they're still causing more marks. And actually,
Right.
I pick scars.
Right.
So it's very difficult to treat with just peels. But we've got a lot of other treatments which we can do. So there's microdermabrasion or polishing, skin
Yeah.
polishing. A
Right.
little bit more advanced, we use derma rollers and derma stands. So they've got small needles, but it's like acupuncture. It's not going to be unbearably painful.
Yeah.
It actually resurfaces the texture of your skin. We
Right.
have microneedling RF, so that is like the derma roller or stand, but it
Yeah.
has heat energy with it. So it has radio frequency along with it. So it actually
Right.
breaks the bonds, that the scars have formed
Yeah.
below. So it can lift the skin back up.
Perfect.
Besides that, if we can also use lasers. So we have fractional lasers, which work remarkably. They're slightly painful, but we can always
Yeah.
apply local anesthetic before that to prevent, to reduce the pain and make it a very comfortable experience for the patient.
Absolutely.
Last resort, if all this has worked and there's still a little bit left, patient is uncomfortable, we have fillers.
Right. Which will sort of compensate for
Maybe the laser's done a good job. There are one or two which is still there, and you're looking so nice, you don't want them.
yeah. Yeah.
Then that's also an option. You don't need to have any left. You can get rid of
Right.
everything. So
No,
this was
definitely.
acne scars. Then we go into pigmentation and dark circles. So pigmentation is more for the new moms because
Yeah.
pregnancy creates a havoc in the hormones, as you know.
Correct.
So with that, sometimes during your pregnancy, sometimes just postpartum, you can develop melasma, malapigmentation, perioral, or under the eyes.
Right.
Under the eyes, you even see in younger girls, like
Yeah.
two guys talking to their fiancés till late in the night. Just all of us are watching Netflix, and we
Yeah.
generally girls are watching it more after the kids sleep, so there's
Yeah.
much less sleep. So all this, what happens is also the eyes are tired, they're dry. We tend to scratch them sometimes when we awake, sometimes after we sleep. The small capillaries around the eyes start breaking. The clots
Yeah.
collect. The eyes look shadowy and dark. Sometimes if you suddenly lose a lot of weight, then you start getting baggy eyes and they look, sunken in, again giving
Correct.
a forever tired look. So we
Yeah.
have lots of options for this also. We have under eye treatments, peels. We have very nice under eye fillers for just, filling the tear troughs. You don't look
Yeah.
tired
Yeah.
all the time. Botox has a bad name in our country, but it's a beautiful thing. It just relaxes the muscles slightly. So you don't get crow's feet, you don't get the frown lines, and you look
Yeah.
younger. That's it. You don't look
But for that,
aged.
I think even your skill set is very important. It needs to be done correctly. It needs to be done
You
well. I
need to
think
go
it has
to
a
a
bad
doctor
name because
before
of the
what
number of cases gone wrong. That's what I feel.
that also, what happens, the patient gets greedy. I mean, like when we are doing with you, supposing we are doing veneers, many
Yeah.
times you tell us that choose a color matching the rest of your teeth, but we don't
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
the whitest one that you can offer. Then, I mean, then it depends on the dentist whether you do it your way
Absolutely.
or you listen to the patient. So that
Yeah.
way the same thing with the fillers and the Botox. Botox generally doesn't go wrong. It goes right. But fillers, yes, it can go wrong if the doctor listens too much to the patient,
Yeah.
and you can get the duck lips that you don't like,
Yeah.
or apple cheeks. And as Indians,
Correct.
we don't like that look. We want to look as naturally beautiful
Yeah.
as possible.
And I think
Some
aesthetics is
makeup or
moving that way globally. I really feel like aesthetics is moving even with teeth and veneers. It's all about being natural, just enhancing.
true, exactly. Especially here in India, we want that look. We want it to look like she's just like that. She's born
Yeah,
with it. Yeah. So
absolutely.
abroad people
Absolutely.
don't want that. They all want to look like Kim or like Angelina Jolie.
Correct.
They don't mind telling anyone they've done their lips. In fact, they like
Yeah.
it if you notice it.
Yeah.
Here, if
True.
someone does it also, they're like, doc put very less. So they should just look
Yeah.
good. Like I've put
Subtle. I
on.
think the culture is very subtle over here.
Very subtle changes, and those actually look beautiful because they don't change the way you look, which you
Right.
don't want to change. You love yourself. You just want to look like the best version of yourself.
Absolutely. And also, just like I said, it's an enhancement. It's not necessarily a
Like
transformation or an
makeup,
extreme.
like we put makeup.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
we
just
look
an
good
enhancement of,
without it, but if we do put it, we would look a little better, still
yeah.
like ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's just like that. There shouldn't be a taboo, and no one else should have a right to decide if the lady wants it or not. It should be completely her call.
I agree. And which is why these consults come in, right? What ends up happening is people don't realize that they have a lot of minimalist options also. You don't
Yeah.
need to go in for something very major.
So that
Um,
even I mentioned the Botox in the end. I told you so many other things we could do with, just physical things, just lasers, just something, because not everybody is okay with an injectable. They feel they're too
correct.
young, they don't want to do it, or just
Absolutely.
taboo. So we have lots of things we can do.
And the idea is just knowing your options, like what is available today, what is present today.
Exactly.
That's more important, I feel.
I always tell the patient everything, and I'm like, I'm not pushing you in any direction, but you should know all your options so that
Right.
you can make an informed decision as to what suits.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I
Then
think that's
another
fantastic.
is another option, another thing that issue of this time. So you have a lot of body hair, and especially in this time of quarantine, lots of my patients have started using
Yes.
wheat strips.
Yeah.
The wheat strips are causing a lot of. I'm not trying to malign the company, but
Yes.
because of the strips that they have used, they have got a
Yeah.
lot of rash. I've
Yeah.
got calls in the middle of the night saying, "Doc, I can't take it." And then
Yeah. The
they
reactions.
get marks. We are now treating the marks currently. So please don't do this. Even vaccine doesn't suit everybody. You get
Yeah.
folliculitis, you get boils, you get furuncles. There are a lot of issues. You get pigmentation in the long run because
Yeah.
the friction is activating your melanocytes, the pigment cells. So laser is the best option. We have painless lasers. So the diode that we use is absolutely painless. It's a very aesthetic procedure done with great sanitization and great care, no pain. And in 8 to 10 sessions, even for hairy people in 10 sessions, you're
Yeah.
here for life. So
Correct.
it's something I would
And
definitely.
laser is something, I think it's the way to go. I believe laser is the future. Even with us in dentistry, laser is
It's
absolutely the
so
future. It's
primitive to hurt
painless.
yourself so much. Why do you want someone to come, put hot steel
Exactly.
plaques and then rip it off? And I mean, it's not needed at all. And you can do the lasers as soon as you're 12 or 13. You don't even have to wait, and suffer all those years and then going for it. You can
Yeah,
choose
yeah, that's the
different
thing.
areas.
Laser is not age. There's no age barrier with laser. There's so many
Absolutely.
procedures we can do, and it's so seamless today that I think anyway a lot of my patients also prefer opting for a lot of lasers, especially the soft tissue like the gum work. Single sitting gummy smiles can be taken care of with with lasering. You have melanin, you have pigmentation on gums that can be taken care of. So there's a lot that a laser can do today.
And it's so safe, right? I mean, you would recommend that to your patients any day.
100%, 100%. So whether it's
But
body hair removal or gummy smile, I think a laser is the way to
so we
go.
even allow it to lactating women. I just said in my last talk also there are
Okay.
exceptions that breastfeeding women we cannot use lasers, but it's
Yeah.
absolutely safe. My professor, Dr. Nivar, the father of dermatosurgery in Thailand, he does lasers even on pregnant women, and he's
Wow,
never
that's
had
fantastic. I didn't know
ever.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but of course, I wouldn't do it because in our country we are extremely sensitive. We don't even want to
Yeah.
bleach our kids, in pregnancy. Though it's
Absolutely.
also
Yeah.
okay, you could do it. There's no harm. But so we wouldn't do it for a pregnant lady. But if you're breastfeeding, because WHO recommends you to breastfeed for 2 years, that
Yes.
doesn't need to stop you from doing any laser treatments. You can get the dental treatments done. You can get the hair removal, the Swiss.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So,
And then the other thing is the hair, which also bothers.
yes.
So what happens is that some of us have curls or frizzy hair, and not everybody is blessed with poker straight, velvety hair like we Indians like also.
Absolutely.
So then we
Yeah.
go through a lot of treatments. We do the extensors repeatedly, then we color our hair, we do everything,
Yeah.
but we don't look after it along with that. So because
Yeah.
of that, there's a lot
Maintenance.
of hair fall. Yeah. So
Yeah.
especially for brides also, because you need your hair to look in a particular way. If you straighten your hair just
Yeah.
before your many hairstyles won't happen. So if they want to tong it or if they want to, braid it, they won't be able to do it in rebonded hair. So instead of that, if you just look after your hair, maybe you can get a cystine, but not
Yeah.
any more severe treatment, so that your hair styles can not be restricted.
Yeah.
We do a hair peptide treatment in the clinic so that the hair
Okay.
fall doesn't happen post these procedures. Because they take a
Right.
toll on your hair. They actually
Absolutely.
create a bond.
The hair does pay a price for all your cosmetic procedures.
So that is a good treatment even for young girls who are going in for repeated treatments, and even for moms because there's so much postpartum hair loss. I
Yeah.
mean, really, it's something that drives the moms crazy, and it takes up to 1 year for the hair to stop falling, and then another whole year for it to come back. So if
Right.
the peptide treatments are done along with it, even PRP, though PRP is slightly more invasive, so
Yeah.
it's not everybody will not opt for it just for a temporary hair fall.
But I still think it's a good option, especially after a certain age.
It's
And
an awesome option. Abroad, people do it all the time.
yeah, it's pretty
Just
much
that
a
in
way of
India, we
life
are a little,
outside. Yeah.
yeah. So we have more male patients, and we have post-menopausal women who are opting for a PRP. I have some
Right.
young patients also who notice the traction alopecia and the parting area because we've been tying our hair in a particular way.
Yeah. Yeah. Correct.
So we do patch PRPs also for them. And some of them who are open to treatment, they definitely go in for it. The
Yeah.
others shy away thinking that I'm too young, I don't need
Correct.
injection. But I always say, if you start early, you're preventing a lot of things and you're reducing
A
what
lot
you
of
will do
damage in the
later.
future. Yes. Especially sometimes, almost irreversible, right? There's only so much you can do when the damage is that extensive. That's what I feel.
Exactly. So I've covered a few, things about the skin which could be, really troubling you. Would you like to tell us a little bit about, dental procedures which would be or dental issues which the patients are facing around these two age brackets?
Absolutely. So, like you've covered, I think, very well and very cohesively, the different sections and at different stages. So, what I'm
Yeah.
going to do is I'm going to combine a few and then, advise the same procedures, like different procedures for brides and moms to be. So, I
Right.
always say, firstly, dentistry is very neglected. Dental care in India is very neglected. Like, you will pay attention to your skin, you will pay attention to your hair, you will have your eyebrows on point. You'll get all of that done, but most people don't take care of their teeth and their smile. So what ends up happening is we end up seeing patients coming in only when they're in a lot of pain,
Yeah.
which is when you end up sort of getting scared or you dislike your dentist. I will not say strong words like hate, but you end up disliking visiting a dentist.
Yeah.
So what I say is, firstly, like you said, at the inception, start young. If you are a mom, have your child come in at the first birthday. Have them. There are so many anti-cavity treatments present today. You have fluoride treatments. We guide their oral hygiene. We tell them how to brush. We incentivize them to brush. So that's with kids. There's kids dental care that we can do.
But
Now
that's
for
also so
moms,
important because
yeah,
with my
because you
kids,
brought them in
they
and
love
you
to brush.
realize,
Yeah, it becomes a
they
habit. Then you don't need to push it later.
exactly. So when you start young, what ends up happening is, one, I feel like you have an established relationship with your dental care practitioner. You always know that that is your point of contact, whether it is at a younger age, whether it's being a toddler, then whether it's coming to, a point where they need braces, then adult dental care. If they have that one person they trust throughout their lives, they will never be scared,
Yeah,
right? And they'll also follow what they say because they know that this person has always seen my oral hygiene and they know what my history is. So it
exactly.
becomes, there's a trust based relationship. That's one. Secondly, we, like you said, for moms and moms to be, I feel like pregnancy causes a lot of changes in the gums, the teeth, the oral hygiene changes severely because of all the hormones. So I always say, to be preventive, try and visit your dentist when you're planning. Because what happens is, there are a lot of procedures which we cannot do during dentistry. You have medicated restrictions. So if you have a root canal today, unfortunately, I know a lot of people who've had to go through it on minimal medication. Then we can't take x-rays. So there's a lot of restrictions that we go through, and then a lot of pain that the mothers go through. So we say, try and get a bunch of your dental work done prior to your pregnancy, so that the major work can be taken care of, and we know what your medication is like as well, in terms of vitamins, prenatal, everything. Then I say that during your pregnancy, always visit in the second trimester. Okay, always get a dental cleanup done. Make sure you get that done, because your gums end up getting inflamed. It's called pregnancy gingivitis, because of the hormones. So you'll see swelling, you'll have bleeding gums, and you'll wonder why, even though you're brushing, you're taking care. So you always have to go that extra mile in terms of your oral hygiene, get a cleanup done. And also, if there's a small cavity or a new cavity, why does that happen? Pregnancy cravings, midnight eats. You will not end up brushing after, or your sugar cravings are absolutely at
night. So
exactly. So you'll end up having that munchie or that chocolate or something, which will then. So I see a lot of women during pregnancy and new moms developing a lot of cavities. So that's something that you need to address. So your second trimester checkup is very important, because a small cavity can be filled. It's not very troublesome. It's when it gets deeper, or when we need to give anesthesia and other medication like antibiotics, is when it gets tricky. Yes. So always make sure that you're getting your checkup done. Then coming to new moms to be, okay, I call it the new mom syndrome. Okay, a lot of new moms end up neglecting themselves, okay, because of the child care. You forget yourself, and then there's postpartum depression. There's no time. You're constantly on lack of sleep. So I say, up your dental checkups, because you know how you go to a salon and you get everything all your grooming done. You go to, people come to you, they get all their body hair removal, they get all their facials and all, because they can't maybe do it on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, so we look after them and cover up for what they can't do for
exactly. So do that with your dentist as well. Visit every 3 to 4 months, so that we can see, if there are any severe changes. One, to get a more frequent cleanup, because you will neglect that night brush. You will end up having more of bad breath. That will also end up happening. So because of those reasons, it's always better to go for more frequent, maybe 3 times a year, if not more than that, instead of to go 3 times a year and get everything sorted. So let us take care of you when you are taking care of your child. That's sort of, the idea for new moms. Then coming to brides.
It should be done, in fact, the gynecologist also should tell them, that once
yes,
do go and show it to the dentist, because by the time we actually concentrate on ourselves again, it's too late. Hair is teeth are gone, cavities, root canals, the skin is all in a bad state, and you have to spend that much more time, energy and money to get back.
Correct. And you're starting from scratch then. What ends up happening is, starting from scratch is a lot tougher. Yeah. So, which is why
it will become a root canal if they wait on it.
Exactly. So let us catch everything early. It's like this: when you're starting acne, right? You'd rather go at the start, when there's just a few that you can take care of, versus when it's your whole face. When
it goes to grade 4, and then
exactly,
painful and more expensive to get it sorted.
Exactly. And I also feel like that sort of demotivates you a little bit. It takes a toll on.
Especially for the dentist more than the dermat. The fear comes in. You don't like to visit the dentist then.
Exactly, because
you're either in pain or you're going to get a shot.
Yeah. So what happens is, because there are areas which are not seen, right, are not visible. So you will let them go by. So which is why I say, let us take care of you, so that we catch anything when it's so small that you even feel like, sometimes we don't even need to anesthetize for a cavity filling.
Right.
And you have cosmetic cavities today, you have cosmetic fillings today, tooth colored fillings. So it's very easy to sort of, and the appointments are also a lot shorter when you come in more frequently. It's actually a myth that, you'll have to spend 2 to 3 hours every time you go, or every time you go, there's going to be a problem. It's in fact inverse. Every time you go, the more frequently you go, the less of the problems, because we are catching anything at its inception. You know, sometimes what people don't know is even white spots. You think that a cavity is only a big brown spot. The unfortunate situation is you'll know a cavity is a cavity only when it's a ditch. We'll
Right.
know it's a cavity even when it's an intact surface with a white spot. So
True.
sometimes we can try and just change your oral hygiene routine or remineralize your tooth. So, you know, you don't even have to go in through any necessary invasive procedure.
Right. And the hypocalcemic teeth, as you're saying, they look bad also. There are stains
They
on
do.
them.
And they do end up sometimes getting more obvious with age, more visible with age.
Because even we have so much of green tea, we drink so much caffeine, coffee, you
And
can't
yeah,
stop it. I mean,
that's what I
we
say. I tell everyone.
new moms
I'm an
get,
addict
yeah.
myself. I'm a coffee
So
person myself. So we all need our fuel, yeah, in the morning.
sometimes tend to say have it with the straw, but it's not really feasible. I mean, how can you have
Yeah.
chai with the straw?
Correct.
And
Correct.
it's not,
No,
it's,
so we
it
do advise
sounds
it for
okay.
maybe at least cold coffee, you know, at least a cold latte or
Yeah,
cold
which
coffee,
is
we
good.
advise
But
that.
like for us, we need constant tea to stay stimulated. So then
That's what I'm
it's
saying. We need our
bad
fuel too.
and
Yeah.
meet the doctors often so that the teeth can look as good as the rest of us.
Absolutely. So I give a very simple solution to that also. What I say is if you're having your tea, coffee, you know, have a glass of water after. Okay, it's a very easy way because you know you might be
Yeah.
at work, so you may not be able to brush. And secondly, these things cause a lot of bad breath. So always do a lot of tongue cleaning. Tongue cleaning is something we neglect, and we don't realize that tongue cleaning is actually more responsible for bad breath than other things. You know,
Absolutely.
so
Yeah.
tongue cleaning, brushing, flossing. But if you can't, you know, achieve any of that at work, just make sure to be, you know, kind to the people around you. Just have a glass of water. And there are these breath sprays available, you know, Listerine little pocket sprays. You can
Yeah.
use any of those as well.
Yeah.
So, you know,
They are okay for
combination.
the teeth as well. There's no harm in using those.
No, there isn't. I always say that, you know, they are alcohol based, so they may dry your mouth. So the water helps with both.
Are there options which are with alcohol free?
So there are a few, but the thing is they're not very commonly available here.
Okay.
And you know, Listerine is like a mouthwash, right? Because the Listerine mouthwash
Yeah,
has
no,
such a fresh,
patients who might not be, taking in any alcohol because even for the mouthwash, there
yeah,
are alcohol-free options available too, right?
absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely. But in breath sprays, no, out here they are a little limited. Like there are
okay.
still certain organic companies in the US doing it,
Yeah.
but honestly, right now to get them, and also what ends up happening is, the thing is, it's something you need very continuously.
Right.
You know, it's not something which you would procure once or twice.
Yes, you'd have to buy them in a wholesale
Yeah,
stock to
yeah,
to
yeah.
get them. Yeah. Okay. So, anything else you'd like to say about
That
the issues which are currently?
Absolutely. So these are, you know, like I said, new mom issues. We have kids dental care. Now let's address a few. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to address basic cosmetic procedures,
Yeah.
which are available to everyone. It could be definitely brides to be. You know, they are the people who avail of it more. If
Right.
you're in an aesthetically driven profession, it you know applies to you as well. And sometimes I also see, you know, moms to be doing it after a year and a half, because I think there's a wave of self love that comes in after everything has settled in. So it's applicable to everyone, but especially for brides to be. One is obviously your basic dental checkup and cleanup. You know, this applies to everyone. You have to get it. It takes care of your plaque, tartar, stains, bad breath. Takes all of 20-25 minutes.
6
Not
months.
painful at all. You know, something you
And
can do. Yeah, absolutely. So that's one. Second is obviously teeth whitening. You know, this is something which I feel is becoming very, very popular. You know, I think it's establishing with it's resonating with a lot of patients now who have that aesthetic requirement but don't want something drastic. You know, so that actually is something which is very popular at my practice. What we do is we do, and it's a one session whitening. You know, we do about 2 to 3 cycles depending on an examination. We give you the amount of hydrogen peroxide, which is the bleach that is used, only according to how much you need it. One. Two,
right.
we discuss with the patient what do you have in mind? What's your outcome? Because I'm somebody who I call it brightening because I like to achieve more natural results, wherein all your tea, coffee, habit related stains are gone and the color is gone. And we achieve a much brighter color but still natural. So it
Right.
looks enhanced. Like I said, enhanced is more of the word than transformation, is what I like to give my patients. So if somebody wants more, something more than that, we obviously, you know, pan out the quantities accordingly. That's two. And three, people are very worried about sensitivity, you know, with
Yeah.
whitening. So I always say that if it is done properly and it is done keeping your gum health and your tooth health in mind, you will not have it. If you do, it will be mild and for 24 hours, which will not come in the way of your life at all. So I tell all brides to be also come in 2 weeks prior, so that if there is that 24-hour sensitivity, or if you even want a booster, if you want like one shade brighter, you can come in for a second, like a final sitting 1 week prior, which will just be 10-15 minutes, and it'll just give that, color pop. That's an option I give all the brides.
How long does the teeth whitening last?
So whitening lasts for about 6 to 8 months. Okay, that's a realistic.
Coffee, tea, even with all that?
Yes. Because what we do is we give you a maintenance protocol. And see, I say if somebody really maintains it honestly, even for a year, it can, and also when you come back, say whether it's in 6-8 months or in a year, what ends up happening is your shade will never be your starter shade. You will most likely not revert back to as yellow. So what we end up doing is just maintenance whitening then. It's not.
The thing we take Botox. The patients get scared, but they're like, oh no, when it wears off, I'll look old. But they don't understand that what is happening is not only is the Botox relaxing your muscle right now and not allowing you to frown and get those lines, we are stopping that for the next 4.5 months. So when the Botox does wear off also, there'll be less damage, less wear and tear of the muscles. You will be looking better than what you would have looked before.
It's almost a muscle maintenance protocol, basically.
Yeah, if you have not done the teeth whitening, maybe the teeth would have become even yellower in the next 6 months.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's prevented that as well as you've given a temporary boost as well.
Correct. And what happens is with that, you know what your original shade actually can be. So when it does deteriorate, you use that as a standard to realize that, okay, you know what, it's time I visit my dentist. It's also a good reminder in terms of when you should go in. See, obviously we all have automated reminders come in every 6 months, but you tend to forget. But at least when you see, okay, this yellowish hue has started, even if not your whitening, at least you'll come in for your cleanup. And that's the first step.
Addictive. So I think once you get it, you want it done.
It really is. It really is. White teeth and a bright smile, are something. And if you're getting it, like I said, in a very painless way, where you're not in excruciating pain, or where it's not, because we're not getting such drastic results. So we're not putting you through that excruciating pain.
Exactly. So even for us, like if you're doing any injectables, we use much fewer syringes than what would be used maybe in South America or even in Dubai. But the patients like it so much that we don't even have to give them the reminder call. Once you do it,
because when you see it wearing off, you sort of already, that's your self-reminder.
We do PDO threads, to just change the angle of the lip or double chin or just a slight lip.
Correct.
So that's something we even do for much younger patients. It's not just for the older ones. Because they want that contouring, they want the
of course,
high cheekbones to show and everything. They like it so much. I tell them don't come now for 6 months because we don't want too much. But they keep calling. Can I have 2?
Can I come in? Yeah, of course.
It's just an initial hesitation I think that the patients have, even with the teeth whitening. But when they see that, I'm sure that you don't even need to remind them.
Absolutely, and it's also, like I said, it's making an informed decision. It's also knowing, the pros, the cons, understanding what you're getting into. So then you go in with a lot more confidence, is what I feel. Especially with whitening, there's a bunch of questions we answer. They want to understand if, it affects their enamel, if it's going to harm them in any way, right? They want to understand that. So we tell them that, no, it's only at the surface. And we give them a realistic heads up that, yes, it may cause 24-hour sensitivity, and that's normal and that's okay. It won't cause any long-term sensitivity or damage. So it's always better to give your patients also a very honest opinion rather than being like,
so that whatever result they get, they're happy and not disappointed.
Exactly. And also if there is a minor amount of discomfort, they're prepared for it, as opposed to startling them with something.
You have to weigh the gain with the pain, I think, to see what is
absolutely. So that's there. And should we go to the final, the big daddy of cosmetic procedures, which is obviously veneers, which are basically these thin ceramic shells that we place, we stick on the teeth. They change the shape, shade, and size of your teeth, and it's what we call, what your quintessential smile makeover is, or your Bollywood makeover. People call it different things. It completely transforms your smile. Now that's a transformation. I wouldn't call it just an enhancement. That's an absolute end-to-end transformation. Brides do it. People who've had any enamel issues do it. It restores your bite. It widens your smile. It just makes you look completely like different, I would say. It does make a huge difference, because also you smile with more confidence. A lot of people
Yeah,
don't show their teeth when they smile.
yeah, yeah.
So
I
when you
see
start showing your teeth when
the
you
upper
smile,
teeth, lower teeth are just
yeah,
smiling.
like a lot of people will only like, that's it in pictures. They will not give a full blown smile because they're conscious about their teeth. So especially for those people, it's absolutely, they start looking different because they're smiling with their teeth. They're smiling widely, they're smiling end to end. So it's fantastic for them, and it's something that I would definitely, recommend. But it's something which we require it, planning, and you need to be very sure about it. So I always tell my brides and grooms to come in at least a few months prior, so that we are done with it. Even though it takes 2 months, even though it takes only 2 weeks, sorry, to get it done with, there's still a maintenance protocol. It's an adjustment. When you're getting done with something new, you need to understand and be comfortable and have everything answered, so that towards your wedding, you're very, very comfortable with it. It's a way of life for you. To make it a way of life,
like you're flashing
yeah.
whites and yeah.
Yeah, and people do a little bit of picture testing. They see how it looks in pictures. They start getting comfortable with their smile, especially if they've never shown teeth before. So I always say try coming in comfortably. See, we always do it even a month prior. It's not like we don't, but ideally
Yeah,
come
but
in as soon as
obviously, even for
possible.
us, if a bride, if somebody's planning their wedding and they tell us time in advance, we tell them to give us 8 months, because then we
Right.
can complete the entire laser hair removal. So generally, it
Exactly.
can go anywhere from 6 sessions to 10 to 12 sessions. But in
Yeah.
8 sessions, you'll get a good result. Like you'll be happy. You won't feel like it's patchy or something like that. So you're honeymoon ready. You're ready for your big day.
Absolutely.
It will give us 8 months. Also, if we do regular hydrofacials, medifacials over 8 months, by the time the D-Day comes, we have
Yeah.
to do very few procedures because your skin is
Your
already
skin
good.
is ready. It's prepped, and I always feel
It's
like if there's
absolutely
any, say, reaction to anything, I always say that. I said keep that in mind as well, right? Like in terms of you
true.
want some changes, or you need, like I said, if you need a second sitting for your whitening, give us time, give us at least a week extra, so that we can also accommodate what your wishes are for your big day.
Absolutely. Because even like skin, skin can react. Like I react to aloe vera. It's
Right.
supposed to be
I
hot.
do too, because I have very sensitive skin. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's marine. Our marine masks are hot sellers. Everybody loves them, but some
Yeah.
people don't react well to it. So we replace it with a multani pack
Exactly.
or cold pack. Depending on a little test patch, we come to know if how your skin is going to
Yeah.
respond or react to it.
No, absolutely. So I think, like, just I'd rather cap it at these simple procedures, because I
Right.
think everyone can understand, and always I feel like have an individual relationship, get
Of
a
course.
consult, because it's always different for each person. It's like skin type is different.
True.
There's
True.
only so much generic information that's applicable to
Yeah, what
anybody.
we are doing today is I think we are just telling you a few basic things which we can do for you if you
Exactly.
do come to us, and if also how we can help you at home. But of course, if you come to us, we would do a personal consult, see what you need, because every skin, every smile is different. Like if I've got big teeth, maybe if I put those big teeth in somebody else's mouth, it won't look nice because your beauty is
Absolutely.
so same way for your skin. Tones are different, textures are different. One thing goes for all, one size fits all doesn't work here. It needs to be
Exactly.
customized. Yeah, this is just a basic. So I'll now tell you a few things that we can do for you if you're a bride and tell
Right.
you more. So if you're a bride, as I said, if you are engaged and your wedding is planned for next year, or even now, if supposing you pushed your wedding by a year or 6 months, then we have ample time. We are opening up also, so you could even come into the clinic. Laser hair removal is a must because you don't want to go in for your bikini waxing just before your wedding and get a rash.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Of
really
course.
bad news. Yeah, we have patients who are calling us and saying, "Doctor, I'm getting married in 2 days." And because it's possible that you've done a bikini waxing multiple times, but you've reacted this soon.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
unlikely
Definitely.
it's possible. So don't wait for it. Just get rid of it once and for all. Full body packages are available so that you are not left with any stress. You don't have to worry monthly about a waxing or a threading or any of that.
Correct.
Then the hydrofacials, as I said, we have a US FDA approved machine. So we've got an oxygen jet, an exfoliation probe. We don't remove the comedones with that steel
Yeah.
probe. It's just painful and push and pull. Of course, we do use that too if we feel the patient is more comfortable. But the hydrofacial has a bubble pen, so it's just all out, like without you even realizing. Then we have a cryo probe to open up the micropores and flush in all hyaluronic acid, vitamin C, all the active ingredients
Right.
that we usually use in our night creams. But this goes much deeper because they are in
Right.
nanoparticles, so they actually can reach all the lower layers of the epidermis, even go into the dermis with our procedures.
Right.
We do polishing, as I said, microdermabrasion. Now, see here, what depends, what is important, even if it's a bride or if it's a new mother, what is your main concern? Like, is your main
Yeah.
concern your texture or your tone? So,
Right.
the texture, is your skin bumpy when you feel it? Like,
Yeah.
doctor, it's not smooth, I
Roughness, like a sort of, yeah.
little bumps. So in that case, texture is the issue. So then we would go in for regular skin polishing, microdermabrasion. If we need it, and if you're ready, we would even do the derma stamp, which works beautifully. Abroad, people even get these do it at home derma stamps and derma
Yeah.
rollers,
Yeah.
but they are much more blunt and much smaller than what we use at the clinic.
Right.
And blunt trauma sometimes causes a meshwork to form, which is not very good. So while I
Right.
don't say no, I would not want you to use a home product more than 5 times. And
Right.
even the fifth time that you use it, just check if it's a little blunt. Also, please don't use it.
Because that would be more traumatic as
Yeah,
opposed to
what it does
working.
is it forms fibrous meshworks inside, which are not calculated. Like it's not how we want it to form.
Right.
So
Right.
we
No,
do form
absolutely.
fibrous meshworks
And it's the
inside.
same with DIY whitening. It's not something that we recommend, and it's something I don't recommend at all. I don't even say try it because when you're using bleach and it's uncontrolled, I think the adverse effects are far more than how they could be beneficial.
Exactly, that's what. And there's a lot of misuse attached with these things. People share each other's rollers sometimes. Then you're
Right.
using it maybe every 3-4 days. You're not supposed to do that because
Correct.
this micro trauma that we cause at regular calculated appointments is actually giving your skin time to heal from within. That is our purpose of causing these abrasions. We want you to heal in a way that body is stimulated to produce more collagen. If you're doing it
Absolutely.
more regularly, you're just causing a meshwork which is going to either cause your skin to drag or droop at a later age.
Yeah.
So don't misuse it. Don't. If you're using it at home, not more than once in 2-3 weeks. And
Okay.
definitely a clinic is preferable. This is just maybe somebody's listening to us from a place where they can't access a clinic or
Right.
something. It's fine, but not what we recommend. The RF is so this is for the texture. Now, if your tone is the issue and you're worried, we have an
Yeah.
amazing Q-switch laser. We do a carbon peel with that for the bride.
Okay.
So that gives a glow. It removes the tan. It removes the superficial pigmentation. If, of course, you have deeper pigmentation, we need 4 to 6 sessions on the Q-switch.
Right.
But you actually, like, besides the normal stuff like the peels and this is a little more heightened and more specialized treatment, but it will
Yeah.
give you quicker and more lasting results.
Right. And
So, yeah.
no, that's fantastic because what happens is, I think that's what I mean. Like, people have so many options available today, and it is from mild to moderate to extreme, right? You can also choose, you can communicate that, with your dermat, and it's
And if
something
you
that,
come in for regular facials, like once in a
yeah,
month, if you can, or if you're too busy, at least once in 2 months, what happens is your skin is ready. Even if you're married, you're not mad looking to get married.
right,
This is a regular routine which, if you build, your skin stays ready, it stays hydrated, it stays nourished. And if there is anything, because the doctors are available during these
yeah,
heavy phases, we can always catch it early. The beginning of lentiginous,
exactly. It's the same,
pimples,
right? Like, it's coming to catch a cavity early. Yeah,
jowling, sagging, anything that we see, we can immediately tell you. If you don't want to do treatments for it, we can give you creams, we can give you oral supplements. Like oral
right,
collagen is excellent, at this age to start.
correct.
Glutathione if you're getting pigmentation. We
Yeah,
give all our brides glutathione tablets because they work very well and we are
yeah.
not for tennis. We don't market it or
No,
advertise
no,
it.
no.
We are
Absolutely,
a colored race and we should wear our color with pride. But like
absolutely.
honey or chocolate, we want it to be even. We don't
Right,
want any patchy thing. We want it to just
absolutely,
beauty is in that even tone of
correct.
your skin. So we can
Absolutely.
establish that. Also, there's a lovely facial, the fire and ice facial. This is especially for the ones who are, either looking to get married or something is coming up.
Yeah.
This clinical has launched it in India. It's the Hollywood facial, as you call it. So there's
Okay.
no downtime. Actually,
Right.
stars in Hollywood, they just do it and they step down on the red carpet immediately.
Okay,
So
so
it's
it's an instant, like in a
look.
flash. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's a lovely thing for new brides, for like brides or even for moms if they're going after a long time for a function or going back
Right.
for a work party. It works really well.
No, that's fantastic. I think I'm so glad I got to know so many things, that even I didn't know about. And so I think it should be address a few questions.
Yeah, I was just read out
Yeah.
something. So somebody has asked you, though it's a session for adults, but they wanted to know that they have a 1.5-year-old at home.
Yes.
So how often should they change the toothbrush?
So a toothbrush, whether it's an adults or a kids, should be changed every 3 months. Okay, that's one. And secondly, the other time when you change it sooner is either if you've had the flu or you've been sick, especially during this season, always change your toothbrush, even if it's just been a week or 10 days. And secondly, if your toothbrush looks, see, that's not going to happen with your 1.5-year-old, but if your toothbrush looks absolutely frayed and, completely, which means you're over brushing, so even in a month, you should change your toothbrush and you should also monitor the force with which you brush.
True. So somebody's also saying that they are coffee lovers, so they're thanking you for that tip because now they can just drink a glass of water and they can be
I'm
done.
so glad. I'm so glad. No, trust me, it helps me as well. So
Yeah.
I hope it helps you too.
So somebody's asked me that vitamin C darkens the skin.
Yeah.
What should be done? So vitamin C shouldn't darken the skin if you're using it in the proper stable form.
Yeah.
Vitamin C is a very unstable compound, but it is an excellent, like a magic drug. It can be used in pregnancy, it can be used in breastfeeding, men, women, everybody. So if you feel like it's darkening, you just check the expiry date of the product. Check is it in the stable form? Generally, if it's combined with the vitamin E or a ferulic acid, then it is stable, and that would be much better to use it than a plain pure vitamin C without anything. Use a good
Absolutely.
brand. That's why it's important to consult a dermatologist because nowadays, people are just selling over the counter something they're calling vitamin C. It may not even be,
Right.
uh, correct form.
Yeah,
So if
correct.
you take a proper medical opinion, we can guide you to a good brand which has been there in the market for a lot of time. We know that the shelf life is there, the product is good, and it's stable.
And it's
Then it
quantity controlled, right? Like the dosage is something that I'm guessing you would gradiate with
Yeah,
somebody.
plus we use it at the night time. We don't, some people may
Yeah.
give it in the morning. It all depends on your skin. But
Yeah.
if you feel that it's not suiting you for whatever reason,
Yeah.
until you consult a dermat, please don't use it. There are many
I
other
agree.
things you could do. You could use azelaic acid, a drug with any tube with azelaic acid till then to
Right.
brighten your face. You don't need to use vitamin C if you feel it is affecting you, but it shouldn't if it's in the correct form.
Fantastic.
Or somebody is asking for a skincare regime
Yeah.
at home. So if you're a bride to be, first of all, or a mom, use your sunscreen. As I always say, that's a must. There's no excuse for sunscreen, whether you're at home or you're going out. Or reapply it every 2 hours if possible. If you're too lazy, get a higher SPF, like a
Yeah.
50 or 100, so you can reapply it 4 hours.
Yeah.
Because though most dermats will say the SPF doesn't make a difference, but they're saying that assuming that you're reapplying it too early.
Correct.
And many of my patients are very lazy in that aspect that they do
I
forget
would
to
be
put
one of them. Absolutely. So I think I would go in for the higher SPF
So you put
option.
a higher SPF and still
Yeah.
try to reach it. But at
Yeah.
least if you forget, you're covered.
Correct.
Also, internal antioxidants and sunscreens, very important. So you can start taking a vitamin C tablet every day. You can
Right.
start taking vitamin B12. These things help you from within. So even if you do forget your sunscreen on an odd day, at
Yeah.
least we don't want photo aging and sun damage to happen.
Correct.
You need a good face wash. So you need to assess your skin. Is it oily? Is it dry? Is it combination?
Right.
Which is what we usually do. So if you come to us, we can tell you instantly. If you're doing it yourself, be careful that you make the correct analysis. If you're not very sure, use a cleanser, a basic cleanser,
Yes.
because that's safe, it won't irritate your skin, and it will do the job. Just twice a day, not more. Then, as I always say, an active ingredient at night, so either a vitamin C or a hyaluronic acid in your serum, depending on your age and what is bothering you, the texture or the tone, like I said.
Right.
Moisturizing is very important for everyone, whatever type of skin. Choose your moisturizer based on your type of skin again. Also, if your hair is giving you trouble, if you're having hair fall, you can add a biotin 10 ml,
Biotin. Yeah.
anything with biotin. It will help your nails, it will help your hair. It won't completely stop the hair fall. You need to see a dermat
Yes.
for that. Because it
Right.
could be various things. You could be having an iron deficiency, B12, D3. It could be a telogen effluvium due to multiple reasons. But this is
Right.
just a basic thing which you can follow and incorporate into your diet. Also, if you are a new mom, if you're in your 30s or you're late, even without a baby, you could add collagen if you feel that the first signs of aging, like little fine
Yeah.
lines or sagging, is setting in. Collagen powders, just check the labels if you're a vegetarian or vegan, because
Yeah.
many of them are fish based or
Fish.
bovine,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, which is cow, so everybody might not be okay. So check that. You get a lot of plant based ones in India, which are also very good. The Japanese brands could be having more of fish or bovine. So just
Yeah.
take something that you're comfortable with. Glutathione is excellent. I give it to all my brides, as I said.
Right.
I give it to tablets. We have the IV options also available, but that's a bit extreme unless you really have a lot of pigmentation or
Right.
tanning. But a glutathione tablet in the correct dose before your marriage gives you that glow and bright appearance
Yes.
through your makeup on your big day. So this is like a basic skincare routine. Somebody's missed the coffee tip, so would you like to just tell them again?
Absolutely. So if you're a coffee addict like I am, few simple things you can do is one, obviously if you're at work and you don't have access to any toothbrush or anything, just drink a glass of water and use a breath spray. Tongue cleaning is amazing to take care of any of the bad breaths that's caused due to coffee, tea, green tea, alcohol even, and maintain a very good oral hygiene. And eventually, if you get the stains, you'll need to go in for a dental cleanup to, brighten your teeth or a whitening after. But at home, simple, just drink water. As easy as that.
Somebody's asked me how often can you use the derma stamp. So if you do come into our clinics, we first assess your skin. We see how much you need, and we don't use a single derma stamp more than 5 times. So yours will be only yours. We label it and keep it away. We call you every 2 to 3 weeks for an appointment of the derma stamp. If in the middle, by the third or fourth session, we feel that okay, you don't need any more of this invasive procedure, we shift you on to microdermabrasion. If you're talking about how to use it at home, I don't recommend it much. But if you are using it maybe once in 3 weeks or once in a month and just control, the end result of the derma stamp or the roller is small bleeding points. Don't
Yeah.
do it more than that. And if it's lesser than that, it's not worked. So I think it would be better to do it at the clinic. Somebody's asking if it's recorded because they've not joined the entire
Yeah,
session. It is recorded and it will be live on my page at Elegance, and within 12 hours I'll hand it over to Dr. Namrita also. It will be on her page too.
absolutely.
Is there any toothpaste? Somebody's asked, is good toothpaste cause dark lips?
No,
Okay,
it
that's
doesn't.
yeah.
No, no, no. It doesn't cause dark lips at all. Toothpaste has no real adverse effects, and there's a lot of myths with regards to toothpaste. You can use a. I always recommend a fluoride toothpaste for adults and for kids after 2 years old or 3 years old. But if nothing else, then you can at least ask your dental care practitioner as to which toothpaste would be advisable for you.
Yeah, so though we've not seen any dark lips with toothpaste, sometimes
Yeah.
if you brush for a really long time with a lot of lather and if
Right.
down from the sides of their mouth, if they are already prone to pigmentation and the toothpaste is really strong, like
Right.
the ones you get abroad, the pure fluoride ones,
Right.
sometimes you can get a little perioral dermatitis with that toothpaste, but I've not seen it in any of
But
my patients.
usually that would be more of a fluoride allergy than a
Yeah,
toothpaste
true.
paste, is what I'm trying to say. So we need to
That would have
which
been
is why I
the
say that
pure fluoride one.
yes, and that will also cause dental issues. So it won't really only be perioral. So what I recommend is then we need to have that documented fluoride allergy, and we switch them to a non-fluoride toothpaste completely. But there's nothing really with toothpaste that would darken, or cause any issues
Fluoride,
with.
it could be a fluoride allergy.
Right.
Right. So the other question is any sunscreen that I would recommend. So again, it just depends totally on your skin type. If you have oily skin, then you need a gel-based one. If you have dry skin, we try to give you a more creamier one so that you don't need a moisturizer. Sometimes I recommend a 3-in-1. Bioderma has an excellent one with a vitamin
Yes.
C and a moisturizer. but it's also very specific, you know, like New Shield. I use New Shield personally, so it's something
Yeah.
I love. We dispense it at our clinic as well because it's got
Right.
a tips in it, you know. So when you apply it, you don't need a foundation. Like I don't put too much makeup. It's just maybe if it's a session like this, a little
Right.
bit. Just waiting for Dr. Namrata to join us again. If we haven't answered any of your questions, we might have lost them. Could you please ask us again?
So basically, Instagram cuts off at an hour. The live.
Okay, so I think we've
Yeah.
gone over our time.
Absolutely.
I've saved the video, so we are hopefully the video is there with us. We haven't lost it.
Super. Yeah, yeah, I'm sure it's
Yeah,
something which they can watch in continuity.
sure.
So,
So if you know we've missed out on any of the questions, last maybe 4-5 questions, you could just put them back in again. I'll just finish about the sunscreen. So as I said, the sunscreen New Shield is what we use and we give at the clinic. It has a tint in it, but again, it doesn't work for all skin types. We need like somebody wants a higher SPF, then Melagard has a 50 SPF, so they don't have to reapply it. Sun Chroma Nano works beautifully for kids because it's got nanoparticles, so they get absorbed
hi,
right
Pooja.
in. So it's all very specific to you, you know. I mean, and one time, you know, make that trip. Don't be lazy. Go see a dermat because we can give you a regime which can really last and it will be good for you. You know, not necessary that what your neighbor uses is what is excellent for you.
Absolutely. Hi, Pooja.
Somebody's
I see a
asking
couple
for
of my friends joining in.
somebody's asking you for a recommendation for toothpaste for sensitive teeth.
So, Sensodyne would be great, or you have Colgate Sensitive Plus, both of which work very effectively. So, you can try either or.
Okay. So is Listerine better or chlorhexidine mouthwash?
Listerine's better because chlorhexidine is better prescribed by your dentist because one, it's very dosage specific, and two, it can cause some adverse effects in terms of staining on your teeth. So let your dentist advise you with chlorhexidine. If you want over the counter, you have Listerine, or if you want something milder, even Colgate Plaques is not bad. It's a good
That's
one as
not
well.
alcoholic also as well. So
Yes.
if anyone has that
There's a
issue.
green tea one, which is, there's a green tea flavor. They have a lot of flavors.
Yeah.
So Plaques is something you
Yes,
can
we don't like
definitely
the mint, you
explore.
can still use it.
Yeah.
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 Some of us don't like the mint, so we don't like to use it. Do enamel building toothpaste help with protecting teeth?
So I'll tell you what they do to a very, very certain extent. The one thing which we always have to remember is that one of the parts of the only part which does not regenerate in our body is the enamel. Your bone can regenerate, a lot of your skin can regenerate, but your enamel cannot. Remineralizing paste aid to a certain extent, but I would say don't ever wait to that point where you've lost your enamel because then you'll require cosmetic replacement of some sort at least. It's an add-on, it's an adjunct, but it would never be an entire solution.
True. Okay. So somebody's asked me that are masks better or serums for night care? So I would say if it's an everyday thing, serums are definitely better. They are lighter, so they're not going to be comedogenic, and it's going to be easier for you to maintain because consistency is the key to anything. Whether it's skin,
Absolutely.
if you don't do it every day, if you don't maintain it, you do it very well for a month and then you're gone. It's
Correct.
not no sense. Yeah. So you could use a mask maybe on Sundays, and also check that the mask is good for your skin type. Don't just use a mask because it's selling like hotcakes.
Right.
Somebody's asking a little bit about the PRP,
Yeah.
the results of the PRP. So PRP is basically platelet-rich plasma or stem cells. We use it in all fields of medicine. I'm sure even in dentistry they are
Yes.
now
But
incorporating
it's
stem
still
cells.
upcoming. Yeah, not there yet,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's upcoming.
yeah. In orthopedics also they use it. For us, it's huge because abroad we even use it on the face. It's called a vampire facial. I've started it at my clinic, and the
Right.
patients who do opt for it in spite of the injectables, they are
Right.
glowing, literally
Yeah.
glowing. And we are not adding any filler, no meso botox, nothing. It's your own
Yeah.
serum. Of course, there are few injections which we have to give for it, but they're
Of
very
course.
superficial. It'll feel lesser than an acupuncture, and you
Right.
actually are healing the skin. So it's beautiful. That's for the
Yeah.
face. For the hair, of course, we add hair peptides, growth factors to it. So it not only stops hair fall, patients of mine get new hair. We've shared the results on our page.
Right.
It's amazing. You know, I mean, sometimes they don't need a transplant because they are happy. They don't, of course, it's not going to fill your full head. But
Correct.
even if you get around 40% to 60%
Yeah.
of your hair back,
The regeneration is
without a
enough. Yeah.
surgery, I mean, it's amazing.
Wow. Fantastic.
So I think so there are a lot of questions for you, Namrata, for kids. But I think that will
Right.
be another session. We'll catch up again.
Absolutely. Maybe we
Yeah,
can do a
because even
part
I
2
do
to
pediatric dermatology. She's very interested in pediatric dentistry. So maybe
yes,
we'll meet again
absolutely.
for that. Today we just
Definitely.
to
Maybe we revisit the entire pediatric sector.
let's do that. Because there are, most of the
Separately.
questions are coming in, from moms who again, as I said,
Absolutely.
are ignoring themselves and caring for their kids, which I
Right.
think is a hazard in us. We can't get over it.
No, but absolutely. And also, it's a very good, wide topic to address. So I
Of
think they
course,
require their own time,
early,
their own principles, and this cosmetic sector that we discussed today and the pediatric care sector is very different. So, and it's very minute also.
Yeah, but I
So,
always say that I have interest in both because I feel like if the mom is looking good, or if a woman is looking
absolutely.
good, she feels her best and she can give the best to her child. And if her child is healthy, you can concentrate on yourself again.
Right.
So,
No,
yeah.
absolutely. So let's
So I
have a
think
part 2 of that soon.
definitely. So let our part 2 be for your babies. And today, I think we've answered all the questions.
Yeah.
Please ask me about acne scars. So as I said, if you're asking me for creams for acne scars, if they're just marks, just pigmentation that the acne has left, yes, there are creams. There's azelaic acid, retinol, all works well. But if they're actually scars like depression, you need treatment. And
Right.
trust me, we can work miracles. We can give you oral isotroin if you're not pregnant or feeding. And if we do a laser or a roller with it, your scars can go. You can have smooth skin. And once you have that, you'll wonder why you didn't do it before. It's that beautiful.
So you just need to start. You just need to make that
Even
appointment, get that consult, and start.
Do it today. It doesn't matter if you are married or whatever your age is. If you don't like it, who's better to spend on than ourselves? Yeah.
There's no age or stage for self-love and self-care.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now, the way we are going, we all are peaking at a time when we have lots more years we want to look our best.
Absolutely.
So come to the dermat, go to the dentist. We are also thinking in the next 12 hours, we are hopefully going to announce some fun tie-ups where, most of y'all can make the best of it. Young girls looking to get married, new moms, or even just women who want a makeover.
Yes, absolutely.
Something excellent for y'all.
So something very fun coming up. Thank you, Shaista, for having me. It was fantastic.
I'm so happy that you were a part of my first live on.
I'm so glad. I'm so happy to be the first person, and looking forward to our part 2 as well. And let's sort of
for the kids then, and let's leave them for a week or two to concentrate on their skin.
Absolutely, and just stay tuned for the collaboration that's coming through.
Yeah, please wait in 12 hours. Hopefully, we'll announce it on both our pages.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Take care. See you soon.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So thank you so much everyone for joining the first live on my page. I'll be doing more lives on other people's pages and hope to see you all there too. This is just a small effort from our side to help you all while we are at home. Because we know that looking good and feeling good is such an important part of being healthy physically and mentally. So look after yourselves. Your skin is all you've got. It's just one skin to last out your whole lifetime. Please look after your teeth because we want you to be looking good all over and feeling good too. Hope you've had a good engagement with me and Dr. Namrata, and see you soon. And also do wait please for our excellent tie-up coming in. We'll let you all know. Bye.